Hello everyone and welcome to the plane. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. Today we are reading through, messed up the intro, totally fine. Winter Skies Renaissance. Just gonna keep pushing through. I don't want to redo this. But yes, we're playing through. We got the silly Yakumo, which I'm really excited about. I know nothing about this event, but we're gonna read through it. You're gonna sit, you're gonna enjoy it. That was really mean. If you want to hop in, we record these live on YouTube and on Twitch. Oh my god, Yakumo, shut up, I'm talking. Yakumo, that's enough. We record these live on YouTube and on Twitch. Feel free to hop in. All right, let's get into this. No risk, no return. Now that's a YouTube intro, guys. That's a YouTube. Momiji. Oh, Momiji's hungry. Are you okay, Maru? I love Momiji. When they released Momiji, I was so happy. She's so cute. Right? What does it look like, Momiji? Right, of course not. They did learn one thing. What's that, Maru? It's not hunger that plagues you after starving for 3 days. It's complete lack of energy. I think it is hunger. At least for now, I'm sure it won't take much longer for every thought in your head to start revolving around food. I'm already there, so maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. I don't think so. Do you remember when the cafeteria maintenance is going to be done? They said tomorrow. Just one more day of this tragic state, thank goodness. Wait, so they had to shut down the cafeteria, so their brilliant solution was just, sorry, you can't eat for a week. Now that's Red Winter. Red Winter at its finest. Man, I feel like Red Winter, Millennium gets all the love, but Red Winter is so stupid. I love it. Should rebrand in Law to Liberation Front instead of Library. Oh man. Yes, Knowledge Liberation Front. KLF. That sounds bad. KLF. I don't know. It's not a bad thing, right? I don't know. It sounds bad. They said the same thing yesterday. Is the Labor Party on strike again? Do I even need to answer? Yeah, they're always on strike. Bird the place. What do you mean, no food? Yeah. Well, that's currently kind of happening. It's always happening at Red Winter, so you'd fit right into you. They're always like revolting and stuff. Even a week seems optimistic at this point. Do we need to take action? We're shells of who we were, zombies lying helplessly on this library floor. Isn't that exactly how we got here? By taking action? This is all because our books wouldn't sell and no one would subscribe to the premium membership on the website. Ugh, I don't have the energy to yell. And if you want to subscribe to this premium website... I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, you could have access to some of the emotes that Odie so painstakingly made for us. I'm gonna stop talking. Oh, I don't have enough energy to yell. Little force fasting never hurt anyone. I agree. You like her? Which one? Maru or Momiji? They're both cool. At the root of this evil lies the Secretariat not approving of our funding in time. The glasses girl? Yeah, that's Maru. She's an artist. She's an artist, we'll say. No one can support themselves just by selling books anymore these days. The future of Knowledge Liberation Front will be as dark as the fate of the limited edition collector's fan book with the main pages ripped out. But this civilization will sink into darkness and humanity will take one giant leap backwards. Oh my god. Oh, it's her. It's her. Well. Have you been anticipating our long-awaited reunion on Knowledge Liberation Front? Whether you like it or not, the publishing department has arrived. And Takane for some reason. Wait, what? She's part of the publishing front? I forgot when they introduced her The last Red Winter event. I guess, yeah, no, she was. She totally was. I'm dumb. I thought she was just a book fan. I forgot she was actually part of this. Anyway. Unsightly as always, Meruri? What? Oh, is her full name Meruri? Or are they just saying that? I thought even you would be above using the library floor as a bed. Get up already, I beg of you. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What? What is this lackluster response? Has some tragedy befallen you, Meruri? Perhaps your slovenly, that's a word we're looking up. Your slovenly lifestyle has finally caught up to you. Let's take a look. Slovenly. We're taking a look at that word. Describes a person who appears a habit that is habitually messy, untidy, or careless. I mean, that makes sense. It's exactly what I thought it meant, but you know, I had to make sure. Someone who's messy and dirty. Meruri. Yeah, it's cute. It's a tragedy, it really is, Yakumo Takane. Now this isn't going exactly the way I wanted, or anticipated. What's this tragedy of yours, Momiji? Do you have any food? What? We're starving here. My stomach hurts. Not even your brutish stomach can take such a sudden intake of food after 3 days of starvation. Here, water. Thank you, Yakumo Takane. I was about to write my will. I think you would have been fine. That's actually kind of interesting. I don't want to think about it too much because it's pretty dark. But like the Halos keep him alive and keep him immortal. I'd be interested to see how long they could go without starvation or water. You know? Because like, I'd be willing to bet they probably doesn't help him too much. I think it helps a little though. Because I believe the Halos protect them from like physical harm. Well, they keep him alive physically. I don't know if it would prevent against like starvation, you know? It might last them, have him last a little bit longer. But I mean, you could survive, I think, like depending on how good your life is, like at least like a week or like a month even. Without food, not without water, but during hard times like these, what are friends for, am I right? They're for charging daily interest until the debt is settled. Hee hee hee. Textbook extortionist. Ugh. Considering you're rekindling the dying embers of our club, I'll look over this one. Wow, the obvious. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. That was gross. Kept burping. Well, the cause is obviously delayed club funding. The effect of this oh my gosh, I can't read. The effect is a bit dramatic, don't you think? Well, I just thought that while we were waiting, we could move up our publication schedule a little to help us get by until the money did come through, but we may have overdone it. Ah, yes, the urgent manuscript you brought to us last week. Now I see why you asked to throw it on your bill, as you so eloquently put it. I made a mistake, but how was I supposed to know? And thus, the sad scene that the publishing department has walked in on during our quest to collect said debt with interest. Temperature-related injuries? I don't know. It's so weird. Can't they go to the store and get food? They don't have money. They don't have money to buy said food. Seriously, you've seen it for yourself. We can't even afford crackers. See, here we go. See, here we go. Take a pound of my flesh, why don't you? See? Where is Sensei then? That's a good point. He probably just doesn't know, because a lot of them don't tell him that, hey. Or honestly, sometimes they don't, he'll help, but they still won't do it. Like the whole Rabbit Squad thing. Although they have a different situation. He keeps trying to help them, and they're like, no, we don't want to. And now they do. So, could be. Dumb. I hate Sensei Club. What? Come on, don't hate that. Come on. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. Deal. Seriously? Yes, with interest. You're gonna take her flesh with interest? I don't want to think about this. You're the devil. The devil incarnate. You know what the devil needs? The devil needs some goat horns. Devil needs some goat horns. Just saying. You know what's beautiful? If anyone manages to, for some reason, watch the YouTube video, they will not get any of that reference. That's awesome. That's awesome that nobody will understand why I said that. However, I do find this rather peculiar. Despite your generally poor sales and obstinate insistence on doing whatever you please, not to mention your arrogant penmanship with little regard for trends or salability. Are you here to collect interest or get on my nerves? I get it already. I am making a point, Maruri. Despite all these shortcomings, you are supported by an excellent editor, Momiji, and a loyal fan base. So how is it that you have fallen to such lows? Oh man. The starving artist strikes again. Sales were beyond abysmal, even worse than usual. Do you have any remaining inventory? Consider it a free consultation. Okay. Nothing's free with you, I know that. So, I've identified the issue at least. Which is... Meruri, willingly or not, you have developed a brand for yourself. Your manuscripts are yours and yours alone. You care little for the reader and only for your artistic integrity. The branding has been both a boon and a curse. Your dedicated fan base would travel to hell with you, yet the probability of your breaking into the big leagues is nil. But this, I fail to think of one exculpatory... Oh my gosh, I'm going to be typing in so many words with this stupid girl. I do like her though. This exculpatory excuse for this rat's nest of a manuscript. It lacks the melody flavor that is critical to your paltry success. Since when do you attempt to grovel at the feet of the masses? You've both betrayed your fans and still failed to find a palatable appeal. What, out of 5 stars, you deserve hardly 2. 1.5? Maybe 4. No, stop. I can't bear to hear you stuttering apologia. Apologia? I hate this girl, dude. I hate her, dude. Meruri, Momiji, explain. She said she wanted something different, something that works, I think were her words. And then, with the moving deadlines, there was a lot of pressure and Meru went a little berserk, so I didn't actually get to do any editing. It was physically impossible, timeline-wise. Fine, I'll allow it. I have another matter of contention, however. That would be... Pop quiz. What is the publishing department's motto? Answer: publish, print, distribute. Yes, I am the one who manages that holy trinity. So excuse me when I say that this marketing strategy is the most idiotic, unthought out one I have ever had the misfortune of witnessing. Gah! Huh? Take everything Takane said, add on top of it a mess of backwater website you uploaded your work to. Even I've seen an address ending in .fake. The big websites are too expensive for us. Oh my god, just get a card website. It's fine. Use today's... What? Well, I was gonna make a joke, but then my brain turned off. Use today's sponsor, Squarespace. All right. All I hear is that explanations for your inadequacy. It's the internet. Do something. It's like you don't want to sell anything. With just a little effort, you could have at least found a better website than this slop. If you make something good, it's gonna sell by itself. If that was true, marketing wouldn't even exist. It'd be impossible for me to count the exact number of excellent products that have been regulated to the void because of bad promotion. However, I'm confident it's at least as many books as you have here in the library of the Knowledge Liberation Front. You're exaggerating. No. If we are to take into account the history of mankind, the numbers would be staggering. But creatives fiddlesticks. It's all about creating an artistic integrity with zero business acumen or even the slightest interest in actually getting their works in the front of the public eye. Where's all this passion coming from? Well, that's her passion. Her passion is marketing. Not the marketing interns. You appear to have hit a nerve, Meruri. Let's get back to business. To surmise, if the Knowledge Liberation Front doesn't profit from their remaining inventory, it'll spell trouble for the publishing department too. But then, Could this... President, you're making me rather nervous. Let it be, Takane. All right, Meru. I'll make you a deal. A deal with you? Ugh, that sounds like a terrible idea in every way humanly possible. You need to give me a little more credit. I don't always do you wrong. Emphasis on the always. Look, you need money. This deal will make you money. Do I really need to keep holding your hand through this? Or keep holding your hand through this? Ah, fine. Get to the point. Thank you for saving us both the time. Here are the terms. We'll handle the Knowledge Liberation Front's remaining inventory. What? Huh? Takane's like, I don't want to do that. That's a lot of extra work. There's no such thing as a free lunch, though, of course. We come in with our big pockets and fancy connections and handle the sales and distribution. And get a percentage of the profits in exchange. Fair? Well, what is that percentage? You gotta give me that percentage, Yakumo. Knowing you, it's gonna be 90%. What is that percentage? Absolutely not. I refuse. Deals and exchanges and trades with you never end well for me. Meru, I think Yakumo has a point there. She's right that there's no way for us to handle this massive inventory on our own. We do have zero marketing resources. Is Pride really worth sinking all this inventory? And they're taking up so much space. They're so heavy and bulky. A kindred soul. It's not often I meet a business partner who sees the way I do. Ah, his absolute worst, but you're right, Momiji. We're at the end of our rope. This is our only lifeline. So fine, have it your way. I accept. No. Meru, you gotta hear out the percentage. No. Yeah, you're right, Eraser. You need to hear the percentage. Good choice. Let's begin contract negotiations then. Okay, jeez, man. I called it. I said it would be 90%. I said she would ask for 90%. Unless it's the other way. No, she's asking for 90%. I knew it. I'm praying that I'm reading that backwards. For the profit distribution, how about 9-1? And where the 9? Was that meant to be a joke? Oh my god, you stupid goat. I don't care if I'm wrong. She's a goat. Not the greatest of all time. A literal goat. A bleeding goat. Oh, I love her. You're a crook through and through. I cannot believe I guessed that. I cannot believe that. President, even I must say that this raid is a bit aggressive, was it not? Bro, at least 50-50. At least if you're gonna be us, you know, oh man. Negotiations are at last complete. Once we sell the inventory, it'll be simply a matter of sending them to their cut of the profits. And just look at how much there is. Fiddlesticks. Just how much were they hoping to make off this? Anyway, let's go, Takane. We'll show them what the publishing department is made of. Nobody's buying these books, man. They can't be. Goodbye, Yakumo. You didn't manage to sell a single one. How? It was a perfect selling strategy. If we must analyze the situation, to begin with, while Meruri's book does have some readable points, simply too predictable for the average Redwinter student. And as we discussed, it's awkward in between of alienating her fans while failing to pander to the masses. No matter how good the story is, it loses all appeal after its third telling, if they say the average artist tends to rinse and repeat what they know. Seasoned artists have 2 or 3 specialties or genres they dabble in, and geniuses have even more. This would appear to be Meruri's attempt to grow. But then again, this type of literature is simply too commonplace here in Redwinter. Yes, exactly, Takane. But there's another fundamental problem. What's that, President? It's that Redwinter students have empty wallets and rumbling stomachs. Even if that's true, that doesn't mean you should say it, President. Let's be honest, when money's tight, entertainment and culture pursuits are first to be cut from the budget. President, how could you say that? As someone working with the publishing industry, I mean, that's something you should know working in the publishing industry. You should absolutely know that, because then you know what you need to produce. Takane, I don't think you get it. You need to know that. If you're in the entertainment industry, you should know when you're going to be making less money. That's exactly why these issues are top of my mind for me. Regardless, we'll simply overcome those trivial obstacles. That's the publishing department's duty, is it not? More than half of our funds come spreading President Chirino's propaganda. And the Red Bear's printing fees anyway. Ooh, okay, all right. I won't go too deep because I know like nobody cares about this, but I do. But that's interesting. So the publishing department makes money from President Chirino, or in this case, the student government, or like the, you know, like the president or whatever. So like, I know clubs get funding well, I guess it's up to the school district. So here, because the publishing department feels more like a company, like a private business, not like a club. So it doesn't get, I guess it gets funding. So it gets like, I don't know what this says about like, it doesn't say anything good for Red Winter. But out of all the districts, Red Winter is the one that confuses me the most about how they distribute money, because the way I feel like it works is every district gets some kind of like bulk. This is your budget for the entire district. And then it's up to the student council to decide how are we going to distribute that among our clubs and our other businesses and stuff like that. So like Millennium, they have all their contracts where they have all their like their show displays where like Yuka has to go around and see what club needs what money or whatever. So that's how Millennium does it. I'd be interested how, I've always been wondering how Red Winter does it, because I feel like Chirino just holds on to the money until she wants to spend it on something. But she needs to keep spending it on a few things. So we're kind of getting that Chirino will just pay them money to spread propaganda. So that's cool. I like this. We're learning more about how the world works. Should you be saying that out here, especially when the previous editor-in-chief of the Red Bear has been purged and is still missing? What? Was it Notica? That would be crazy. I don't think it is. Yeah, you're right. And of all the students, the editing department were transferred to us. Oh. Wait, so they had editing? Editing got moved to publishing, so there's no editing department? Before that happened, the publishing department was doing just fine. Oh no, they just have to do both now, okay. Actually, the publishing department's profits have jumped since the editing department joined. It's more so the principle of the secretariat interfering in our business. Okay, so they did not used to do that. Okay. Hehehe, you have the spirit of a critic through and through, Takane. From the perspective of the publishing department's financial manager, I have no complaints about our current situation. Anyway, back to our mystery, which I've conveniently solved. I know what the fundamental problem is with our current strategy. What's that, President? Our core issue is that we're trying to make money somewhere where there's no money. Oh, man. I mean, this is what happens. This is Economics 101. Yay. Compared to all the other schools, Red Winter is broke to its core. You can only squeeze so much liquid out of a dried towel. Well, while I am in agreement with your assessment, I don't believe there's much we can do about that at the moment. There is something we can do, Takane. There always is. And what would that be? Trickle down economics. No, I'm kidding. The number one thing you should consider in business is positioning. The second, positioning. And the third, also positioning. If there is no money, then follow its trail. Follow it somewhere, where reading books is integral part of the culture. Is there such a place? Of course there is. And that place is... dun 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 dun! Trinity. We're going to Trinity. We're leeching off the rich girls at Trinity. Although I will say... I mean, I have seen a few things about what happens here. I feel like Wild Hunt would have been I mean, we'll see how Trinity turns out. I think Trinity will be fun. But I think Wild Hunt would have been better. Because they're literally all stuck-up preppy people. They're all rich, stuck-up, and preppy. I think that would have been way funnier. But I bet there's probably like some issues getting into Wild Hunt. But I mean, if you're not going to go to Wild Hunt, I mean, Trinity's the best bet. It's literally all like all rich girls, so it's fine. Rich girls and helmet gangsters, baby. Wait, President, you intend to go to Trinity yourself, and an entirely different school district? No risk, no return. Now follow me, Takane. If you're to slow the tempo, I'll leave you behind. President! We're going to Trinity. That was a super long prologue. Was that like the longest prologue we've ever had? Oh my god, that was so long. We're gonna be here for hours. Oh no. Hopefully not that long. I mean, that was a fun intro. That was just really long. Okay, let's go. We gotta start cooking on these. Red Winter Liberation Front. Buy 2, get 1 free. Of the same book? Hello, is this allowed? So, in some districts, you can just waltz on off campus as you please. Yeah, but can you sell stuff? Do you need a business license? Here I wasn't imagining we'd be undergoing a 12-point inspection process. I'd even plotted our daring escape sprinkled in with a little bribery and some fake identities. You were planning such underhanded methods, President. Did you hear her say 90%? Did you hear her say 90% profit? Because I think that's as underhanded as it gets. Underhanded? Every plan should be considered worst-case scenario and an exit strategy. While I agree in principle, regardless, we entered so easily it feels as we've stepped into an alternate dimension. What I do know is real, or what I do know is real. Oh my gosh, why can't I read? Why do they capitalize the first? Okay, I'm moving on. What I do know is real is the inventory we have to get rid of. Sell. This inventory we have to sell. Who cares if it's VR? Then I'll just collect the virtual currency. I can. Oh no, Bitcoin. No, not the Bitcoin. Is there digital currency? They said virtual, so I assume cryptocurrency probably exists. Hello there, is there anything I can do to assist you? I don't believe I recognize you. Oh, what do we do, President? Why, hello there. This must be fate. My lovely companion and I are from Red Winter Federal Academy, and we've come to Trinity to tour it, of course. You revealed our hand from the get-go. Stop fretting, Takane. The most they can do is make us leave. Is trying to hide the truth. We're not lying. We said we are lying. To tour it. No, that's... We did lie. It's trying to hide the truth that tends to cause annoying misunderstandings. Red Winter, how fascinating. It's nice to meet you. I've heard some very interesting things about your school. Yeah. Yeah, you have. Is it true that your training regimen involves fighting bears in the snow? I don't know anyone who does that. Yeah, Norika does. Well, she did on accident. It wasn't purposeful training, but she did do it. She ran away from it. I don't think she actually fought it. Nod and smile, Takane. Nod and smile. That's right, bear fighting. Anyways, I recognize your rudeness in coming from... I recognize our rudeness in coming to Trinity General School unannounced. Could you please find it in yourself to forgive us? Oh no, it's no concern at all. Please make yourself at home. I will admit there's some amount of truth to the rumors that float around the Trinity, but we can be a bit privileged. A bit? Seiya owns a yacht. And all of the Tea Party owns a yacht. So that means Seiya has access to 2 yachts and a private beach. They did give the private beach back to the people, but they did own it. Just putting that out there. Now, not everyone has 2 yachts, but if one person in your district has 2 yachts, and they just so happen to be in charge, you might be a little bit privileged. But not everyone is, and we're all trying to change as best we can. Yeah, I will give him credit for that. I'm mostly joking. I just can't believe that Seiya has 2 yachts. I will not forget that. Even one as big as the 3 academies. Our goal is to treat students from other schools with kindness. Yeah, especially Gehenna students. We're lucky to have met you. Another question. Do you happen to like books? An excellent plot. Books? Yes, it's a common hobby amongst Trinity students, and we're required to read scriptures during chapel. Furthermore, this is nothing close to the Bible. I hope she tries to sell it like the Bible. That would be so funny. I have the new Bible for you. Sacrilege. Furthermore, Trinity's Central Library is one of the largest in Kivotos. Nearly every book ever published in the Academy City can likely be found here. I like where your priorities are. See, I've brought a special kind of book for you today. Oh no. Come on, why don't you take a peek? Aren't you curious what Red Winter book is like? Oh, it seems that Lady Luck is actually smiling down on me when our paths cross. I'd love to see what your literature is like. Yeah, they're all like this. They're definitely all like this. Let's see. The contents of this book. Swoon. Wait a minute. What did she write? You just said that was poorly written. What? What did you write? Did you guys read what she wrote? President, what just happened? I've got about as many answers as you do. Well, let's start by waking her up. This compot's a special. This compot's a special from the people over at number 227. It should do the trick. Oh dear, how strong. Certainly woke me up. Thank you. But more importantly, about the book. How can I put this into words? I didn't dislike it. To be completely transparent, I might have even liked it. It's rather intense, isn't it? What is this about? How did the other two, how did Yakumo, well, Yakumo may not have read it, but Takane definitely read it. What is this book about? Huh? This is, oh, in Trinity, even this is considered intense. I've always appreciated a little intensity in my life. Isn't it a good thing, really? And the most important parts are redacted anyway. Don't worry, I made sure to censor, edit it. Oh, I heard that. It's gonna get a lot of people mad. Yes, but sometimes those redactions actually up the intensity in a way on some parts. I don't know, Kohada would enjoy it. I will say I have been spoiled about something. We're speaking the same language, dear patron. Thank you truly. Patron? That's right. In cases like these, omission is just a choice. It's a necessity. Creatives are always trying to push the boundaries, but if you try to catch 2 rabbits, you end up with more. In today's media landscape, there's nothing more important than leaving space for the reader's imagination. Really? Oh, they're saying the censorship was an artistic choice. Wow. Oh, that's smart. That is actually pretty smart. I think I've seen a couple shows where they kind of do that, where like they bleep something out, but like bleeping it out is worse than hearing what they actually said. I know this is like not this kind of censorship. It's whatever, but that's funny. Think about it. The beautiful thing about imagination is that it has no boundaries. There's no such thing as too intense when it comes to the imagination. Leave room for imagination to flourish, and you'll discover a whole new kind of intensity. Yes, that definitely makes sense. Did you say that you censored the books, President? Edited. I edited them. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. Sure you did. But If you really feel the need to focus on semantics, then yes, I more or less censored them. You know how it is. Orders from the top. Orders from the top? You're the president! But Takane, a true publisher can use censorship to their advantage when it comes to selling a product. You censored it in a way that made the books even more marketable. Okay. So it was like a normal book, but she censored it to make it more intense, I guess? And it's still censored, so the top brass can't possibly find something to complain about. All the while, we're delivering an even better product to our satisfied consumers. And standing before you is the proof. Lo and behold, this Trinity student. Huff, puff, gasp. Why? What was the story about? How could you possibly censor something like this? How does this even work? I don't get it. Your acumen for business never fails to impress me, President. This is the one thing I can wholeheartedly trust you in. Is it a series? Are there more? Yes, my wonderful patron, of course there are. Kia! Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Books might be able to take you anywhere in the world, but their pages are limited to the physical realm. Naturally, a single book can't be placed in two places. I can't read. Naturally, a single book can't be in two places at once. It seems that the only brain, I want to read, but my brain just shuts off. I think I need to be slower, but then I can't be in character. I'll just keep messing up. It's fine. It seems the only solution to that problem is to buy another one. No. But why would I even need two of them? Oh my god, you are trying to sell. If you're going to continue the series, there's no better way to enjoy a book like this than with friends. Sharing pieces of culture with our peers is the Why I can't, man. Our peers is what strengthens our bonds and connections, is it not? I've never thought of it that way. Might as well get an extra while you're at it. I don't know when we'll be able to come back here. And what if you tear a page, or worse, someone spills coffee on it? For situations like that, we even have brand new books still wrapped in the cover. May I suggest you purchase a backup copy to be safe? Oh my god, these little panhandlers. You may already know, but it's common sense to buy things like this in threes. One to own, one to display, and one to spread around the world. I need to buy 2 more Ibuki plushes, guys. I need 2 more. 1 to sit in the chair, 1 to hold, and 1 to sit in the chair and 2 to hold. There we go. I couldn't think of what another third option, so I'm just gonna hold them both. Is that common sense? But then, aren't I just buying the same book 3 times? I like you. I'll give you 15% off. Buy 2, get 1 free. Set if you get it right. Wait, 15% off this buy 2, get 1 free. So it's buy 2, get 1 free, and you get 15% off that price. Okay. Take my money. Take my money. Let's go. It's just that easy. Thank you. Please spread the word. We're definitely going to get kicked off. This is definitely illegal. So what do you think, Takane? Well, I certainly have much to say. I'm forced to acknowledge your indomitable sales skills. Hehehe, I'll take it. Then, shall we get started? Let's paint Trinity with Red Winter's colors. Have you heard about the book that's been trending lately? There's always something new trending. What are you talking about? It's... Oh my. Oh my. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What do you think? I actually have a spare copy. Then could I borrow it for just a day? Of course, I'm happy to allow the others to experience this beauty. We're definitely gonna get kicked out for sure. Is this really okay though? For us to have this kind of story? Do you feel bad about it? Not at all. Anyone can relish the joy of such beauty. In that case, I will rely on your benevolence. Koharu, there she is! Koharu wants to read the story. What's this? I hope you don't think it's weird. I had another idea for the ending, so I wrote my own version. Fan fiction. Oh my gosh, it's spiraled so quickly. We're already doing fan fiction. Oh no. Of course, it's nothing compared to the original. Must have been the wind. Yeah, must have. I'll gladly read it. Do you want to join me? Yes, of course. Not the fan fiction. It begins. Koharu, she really wants to read it. Oh, she's snitching. The tea is excellent. Thank you, Nagisa. It wasn't easy to acquire. Oh, that's a cute new little thing. I like that. That's cute. I'm gonna screenshot that. Might not. Boop. I'm not surprised. The scent is all perfectly balanced. An Earl Grey blend with Darjeeling base. The spicy citrus scent peeking out from behind a subtle hint of green grapes leaves a strong impression. It's proof that bergamot oil, I have no idea, is fresh. Truly, you must have gone to some lengths. Thank you. I'm happy you like it, Nagisa. I've also noticed a lack of sensei in this story. Is he just like he's gonna have to show up to be like, guys, you can't sell this. You don't have a license. That's gotta be when he shows up. It's peaceful, almost healing. If sensei were here, it would undoubtedly have left a perfect aftertaste, but I must learn to be satisfied with what I have. Am I here? Well, lucky for you, I'm right around the corner. Come to think of it, I heard that there's an interesting book that's been gaining popularity in Trinity. Have you heard of it? And interesting? Ah, yes, I have a copy as well. I haven't had a chance to sit and read it yet, but it's had glowing reviews all around. I'm happy to hear it. I've noticed something a little strange, though. People never seem open to discussing the book in public. Instead, they congregate in small groups and whisper, as if hiding some kind of dirty secret. Uh-oh. What if Sensei is getting a cut? He's getting a cut to stay quiet about this. That would be so funny. It sounds like it's fostering strong bonds amongst the students. When people come across something intellectually stimulating, it's our instinct to share it with the like-minded individuals. Ah, yes. Intellectually stimulating. Ah. I agree. That must be the case. Maybe you should read the book. Oh my god, this is like me when I talk about a movie that I haven't seen, but I've watched like a YouTube review of it. Ah, yes. One of the best works ever written. I haven't read it, but I know it. You have, however, quite piqued my curiosity. Do you have a copy with you? Yeah, here it is, Nagisa. Oh my gosh. Now, let's see. Oh, not the sit-ups. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm taking my hoodie off because I'm going to get dirty. I'm wearing the Nekopara hoodie. I'm not getting it dirty. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there go my headphones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ugh. I have to get up again. Stand up. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, thank you for the redeems, Dev. Now I'm alive, awake. Let's go. Now let's see what's in this book. I hope Nagisa just explodes. She collapsed. Nagisa! She's dead. Nagisa cannot handle it. Man, this is gonna be a long one. These are so long. I don't mind. This is fun. Cherish the books. Kanagi said his collapses. That's so funny, dude. Oh, she stood up. Uh-oh, you know. Oh no. Oh no. You know you're screwed when she's not sitting in the chair. You know you've messed up when she's not sitting. When they take away the chair for her sprite, it's over. You're dead. Well, what is this book? Whatever do you mean? Ah, yes. You did say you hadn't had the chance to open it yet. Please, it's easier if you look yourself. Stop scarring people. Yes, yes. Well, we haven't had break, so enjoy your ad break while we watch these girls fall apart from reading heavily censored stuff. Which, to be fair, I think Meru didn't actually write anything that crazy. I think Yakumo just censored it to look crazy. Yes, I believe you have now realized the severity of the situation. Please follow my instructions exactly. You must not miss a single detail. I must contact Sensei myself. This is the only correct course of action. All right, here we go. Finally, Sensei gets involved. Understood. Sensei's like, can I get a copy? But I liked it. Nagi, so you just have to open up. You have to be accepting, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this situation. Especially that scene. And that scene. Nah, man. Nah. Nah. You said it was important, so I came as fast as I could. What's wrong, Nagisa? He sounded serious. Sensei makes his appearance. Welcome, Sensei. I'd like to begin by apologizing for taking up your time in your busy schedule so suddenly. I'm used to that. I'll get straight to the point. Trinity is facing a threat unlike anything it has ever seen before. Do you remember... Spoilers for Eden Treaty. Spoilers for Eden Treaty. Mute for like, I don't know, a minute, I guess. What about when they were gonna nuke the world? What about when the world was gonna explode? What about when you had a civil war? What about that? All right, spoilers done. Trinity facing a threat unlike anything it was ever seen before. Why all of a sudden? Were you attacked? If only it were that easy. The enemy is much more insidious. In fact, somehow, some show of military force would even have been preferable. A tangible threat is no threat to Trinity. Okay, I see what she's saying. I see what she's saying. This, however, someone is attempting to destabilize Trinity from the inside out, a Trojan horse. What am I talking about? I'm speaking of this. I'm really interested. Isn't that just a book? Looks like a manga with a bland cover. You are correct. But as with all books, what's important is the content. Please take a look. Pretty good. Oh, okay. Okay, so the joke is it's actually not that crazy. Unless Sensei... I don't want to think about that. But yes, Trinity is very... I honestly, I hope what this is it's just like Cinderella or something. I hope it's like Cinderella. Where they're like, oh man, he put on her shoe. Oh, he held her hand. I really hope it's something that lame. I really hope it's like, oh, they're gonna kiss each other on the cheek. I really hope it's something like that. That would be so funny. That would like completely change all of my like thoughts on everyone. Like if like Koharu like has all that freak out stuff, but it's like for the most mundane, like normal hugging and stuff like that. That'd be so good. It's nothing special. So even this is too intense for Trinity. This is clearly an attempt to undermine Trinity's values and traditions, to subtly... What I mean is, they're attempting to encourage a deviant behavior at Trinity. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Sensei took a look at the book. We're here. We're finally here. And he's like, this isn't that bad. I don't know why you guys are freaking out. But yes, we're going to help. That cannot be the only explanation for the existence of the unsanctioned book. I hope Koharu is just screaming. Oh, Shimiko! Let's go! Shimiko mentioned. I can't believe we get... Dude, we get no Shimiko, and then for like 4 years, and now double back-to-back Shimiko? Oh, it's so good to see you, Shimiko. I'm so happy. We're finally using her, guys. Look, they're using her sprite. It's Shimiko. Hello, Nagisa. Oh, you're here as well, Sensei. Evil Officer Shimiko, yes. Hello, Ronin. Thank you for the Unya. How are you doing? Oh, hello, Shimiko. Hello, Shimiko. However, I was hoping to speak to Ui. I see, I understand. Thank you for all your hard work, Shimiko. Yes, Nagisa. Thank you for understanding. That being said, is there any way I can help? I know every Trinity girl has like the same voice, but like I can only do one privileged girl voice. I have one. It's about the book. Do you know about it, Shimiko? It's spread throughout Trinity like wildfire, discreetly though. Yes then, to get to the crux of the catastrophe, you are aware of its contents. I have read it, but I have a feeling this wouldn't be the best time to admit that. No, ma'am, it hasn't actually come across my desk yet. I only recently learned of it myself, so we can surmise its evil tendrils haven't made their way through all of Trinity. To begin, I am absolutely positive this was imported from a different district. Well, yeah, what about the giant red winter symbol? Or was that just a snowflake? I think it was a snowflake. I agree. The library community has extensive review process for new literature in Trinity. That's all we know now, as of now. However, we've been unable to glean any information about its origin. In conclusion, Trinity is currently under fire. The enemy has launched a truly cunning psychological attack on our student body. Outside forces are plotting to take down Trinity, and all of us along with it. Sensei, I think she's spiraling. I think, yeah, it's a little difficult to stop her when she gets like this. That's true. It is therefore our utmost priority that we identify who the book's distributor is. This is a direct threat to the safety of our entire district. There is one other issue I must address, as we have confirmed that this book came from an outside source. It'll be difficult for the Tea Party to intervene directly. Without knowing who is involved, our involvement could present diplomatic issues. I originally thought to direct the Justice Task Force to oversee the operation. Oh my god, no way they're bringing back Vigilante Crew. Again? They can't. That's so fun. I love it. I hope it's true. I hope it's true. However, that escalation would cause unease amongst the student body. Then we would be playing directly into our enemy's hands. Therefore, the library committee is the most intimately... Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair. I don't care. Shimiko content? I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't care. More Shimiko content. The most intimately acquainted with managing the circulation of media in Trinity seems suited for the job, which is why I requested Ui's help. Again, I am in your debt, Shimiko. Understood. What do you need the library community to do? Investigate the source, identify the scale of the operation, and the impact it's had on Trinity so far. And please handle this issue with the utmost care. In some ways you never change, Nagisa. What do you mean? Nothing at all. Well, regardless, the library committee alone lacks the resource to handle this threat. Therefore, I will grant you the authority to make use of the Justice Task Force as needed. I see. While it's troublesome to have the Justice Task Force lead the charge, having them work alongside the library committee sends a much better message. You're quick on the uptake as usual, Shimiko. With that said, we the Tier Party would like to officially but discreetly delegate this matter to Sensei and Shimiko. Consider the Trinity's resources at your disposal. And again, please be discreet. Understood, Nagisa. For the time being, I shall temporarily invite Shimiko to the Justice Task Force as a consultant. I believe the title will aid you in your endeavors. Thank you. Nice, she's a consultant. I think they would have listened to her anyway. Oh my god, Mika! We haven't seen Mika in a while. Since the swimsuit event, right? Hi, Mika. Hello, Nagi. I'm here for some tea. But, Sensei? Mika? She's like, Nagi, have you read that book? It's awesome. Welcome, Mika. Yeah, yep. Thanks. Hello, Sensei. I didn't know you were here. I would have done my hair a little different. Maybe gotten ready more. I like you just as you are right now, Mika. Yeah, oh my gosh, hearing that made my heart skip a beat. Get it together, Mika. Sensei doesn't mean it that way at all. At all. I mean, I don't think he does. But he also does. He does and he doesn't. Hello, Sensei and Mika. To clarify, Sensei meant nothing special by that. Please have enough sense to be able to see that much at least. Hey. Why can't I say somebody looks nice? Seriously, there goes Seiya again being Seiya. Anyway, what are you guys talking about? This book, is it new? No! Nagisa's like, do not touch it, Mika. Nagisa? Hi, chill out, Nagi. I just want to see. I apologize for my sudden outburst, Mika. However, this book is... It's not good, Mika. What about it? Well. This book is a form of... Oh, what a word! Sorry, a what? Apocrypha? I'm just... I had to like... My soul left my body when I read that word. I was like, what? Apocrypha. Okay. A collection of ancient Jewish and some early Christian writings dating between 300 BC and 100 AD that are not included in the Bible or the Protestant Bible. So it's an old Bible. Well, old books about the Bible. Jesus never quoted it as scripture. Okay, cool. So it's scripture that's not official scripture? Books that weren't included in the Bible. Okay, cool. Blame the sisterhood, I guess, yeah. All right, so I guess in this game, it would just be... I guess the Bible exists, but it's probably a different Bible. It's probably not the identical Bible to real world Bible, but... All right, so these are books that were omitted from the Bible. Cool. This book is a form of apocrypha that the sisterhood requested from the library community through the Tea Party. Why does it have a snowflake on it? Why is it a manga? Why is the Bible a manga? Have you ever seen the not the manga Bible, but there is a cartoon Bible. There might be a manga Bible, but it's an absurd thing. It's cool, but it's absurd. Huh? The sisterhood? I guess that's understandable. Okay. It's generally better not to get involved with them. Wasn't that a bit much, Nagi? It's too early for Mika to read something like this. Too early? While I understand the sentiment, you're clucking around like an overprotected mother hen. Hey, I hate it when you guys keep secrets and leave me out of things, Nagi. Seiya? And you still haven't apologized, Nagi. That was rude, bad-mannered. Am I being lectured on manners by Mika? I need to sit. She has to sit. What does that even matter? I'm on Mika's sides with this one. Yeah, let Mika read the book. We stand Mika reading the book. Read the book, Mika. Years later, from now, Jesus points to Trinity, pulls open. Ah, that would be so funny. This is actually in the future. Thank you for the random ebook. Yay, thank you, Sensei. You're the best. Understood. My apologies, Sensei. Oh, I guess not. That was cute, man. I really like... I know everyone liked Mika. I say this all the time. I like Mika. I think she was a cool character, but she got so much better as a character after the Eden Treaty. Like, her journey to, I guess, redemption, or just, like, dealing with what she did, is so much more interesting than everything leading up to Eden Treaty. Because I was like, okay, cool, she's a villain, wow. Everything that happened after Eden Treaty is so much more interesting. It's not badly written, don't get me wrong, but I like her so much better after. She was interesting, but now she's like, she's really fun. I love her. Yeah, it's good character development. It is. I think they did good. I wasn't expecting to run into the entire tea party there. How nerve-wracking. Are you okay, Sensei? You look a bit... Just hearing that conversation give me indigestion. What? Why? Why? Huh? Oh, you get used to their ways if you live here. But I understand why they can be a bit much for you, Sensei. Do you really know anything about the books, Shimiko? Rio for Millennium, yeah. I think we need more about Rio. I liked Rio's a fair amount. Oh, it was pretty good. I don't think it's good as Mika's, but I also don't think we've had enough time yet. That's probably going to change when we get to Fez with the whole... Yeah. Yeah, Rip Gehenna. We don't really have much on Gehenna, but we do have Ibuki. We do have Ibuki. Do you mean... You're right, Sensei. I am a member of Trinity's Library Committee. Why do I keep saying committee? Why am I doing that? I can't, like, stop my mouth from doing an extra duh. As a member, we have a responsibility to discover the truth concerning all books circulating in Trinity. Of course, I didn't read it unwillingly. A friend recommended it to me. Can I ask how much of it you read? The whole thing. You didn't even hesitate. Of course not. Why would I hide this from you, Sensei? Though I have a strong opinion on the content matter. Well... I believe this falls in the gray area. It'd be taboo to openly discuss and promote it. But it's not quite enough to justify a ban either. I'm in complete agreement. There's no way he read the whole book. I mean, maybe he read it while he was walking away, but I don't know. Yes, well, the thought that high schoolers haven't developed some level of interest in these subjects is rather laughable. As someone who works with books quite a bit, I was actually very impressed with their editing skills, let's call it. Their censorship, you mean? You can call it what it is. The intentional cutouts, it's outstanding work. Huh, you're surprised at how unbothered I seem? Sensei, there are truly many, many books stored in Trinity's old library. I already know that. I know that. I remember. PTSD to the... What was the book? It was the book that Sakurako was going to read from, but it was going to be like that like Indian book on love or something like that. Right. Then among those books, how many do you think are, how should I say this, not kid-friendly? It's a lot. Yes, exactly. Then all our members of the library community somewhat... I keep doing that, dude. Why am I doing that? I can't stop. My brain is like turned it into a vocal tick now. Community. Somewhat accustomed to the things of this nature. I cannot speak for everyone to preserve their honor, but at least for me. You could say I've acclimated. The Kama Sutra, yes, thank you. I think Sakurako was gonna read from that or something. Because they swapped it out with like scripture or something on accident. I believe there's a more fundamental issue on trial here. A book is, in itself, a medium to pass on recorded information. How are we meant to judge what should or should not be remembered? And who are we to think that we have that right? If everyone possesses inherent rights and entitlements, they should not be denied. I think it's the same for books. In some ways, I see books as manifestations of the human soul. So, to see someone castigate a book so harshly... Yes, they should be forced to realize what they are doing, even if you need to whack them on the head to do so. Just like how when someone crosses the line, we punish and correct them to make them reflect on their actions. Okay. Man, these are so long. That conversation reconfirmed something I already knew. Never make Shimiko angry. Yeah, we knew it from the last event. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to finish this in time. These are some long stories. Like, it's fun. I'm enjoying it, but these are long. Sales report. We're going to have to start flying through these. I'm going to try not to go on too many tangents. Oh heavens. We busted our butts today, and it was just the first day. Good work, President. Anyway, Trinity really is impressive, as they say. I didn't think they'd have somewhere we could stay. The school has more commercial and political networks than most. I expect guest facilities are almost necessities for them. Though it was somewhat pricey. It does eat up into our profits more than I'd like. Maybe I should have argued for a bigger cut. No, no one in the right mind, not even Merudi, would have agreed at that point. However, we had a rather successful day today. Surely we can cover our travel and living expenses. You've got a point. Let's see if we're up or down. My favorite part. Let's see. Did they make a lot? Get a hold of yourself, Takane. This is a dream. This is a dream, President. I can't think of no other rational explanation. Focus, Takane. This is reality. This is real. It's impossible. Good things like this don't happen to us. I know, but accept it. Breathe in. Enjoy the moment. This really is a completely different scale. I can barely even count the zeros. Trinity is so scary. Like I said, if you want to make money, you have to follow its trail. It certainly helped that Trinity students found the plot to be refreshing and new as well. One student in particular even said, it's like eating a brand new flavor you've never experienced in your life. Oh, I know who that was. Well, it was one of the four. What's familiar? It was probably Natsu. It was Natsu. Only Natsu would buy this book. I mean, maybe Airi would, out of kindness. Natsu would absolutely be like, I'm buying 100 books and making everyone read them. Yes, remember, yes, Trinity has a yacht. Seiya has a yacht, and the Tea Party has a yacht. What's familiar to Red Winter can still be new and exciting elsewhere. This is what I've been saying. Culture wants to be exchanged. It needs to be. Without good circulation, it stagnates, becomes harmful, eroding the surrounding environment. Like an antiquated, spoiled dream. President? Well, fundamentally, our work is to spread culture and circulate it. Since culture is a non-biological organism that grows on the soil we call money, perhaps it's because the value of money and the act of exchange has become a concept larger than currency itself. In any case, circulation is necessary. That's the core of what we do. Stagnated dreams and stagnated culture are tragic inheritances that ruin society. Holy app. Moreover, as culture circulates, money circulates. Hee. Yes, of course, President. Anyway, it's settlement time. And in a different sense, first, let's contact the Knowledge Liberation Front. But is it, Yakumo? It's too late for this. This is no time to snooze, Meru. I have a lot of things to say, but I'm sure numbers will have a greater impact than words. Here. This is today's settlement. Settlement? Right. In that case. Oh, good night, Meru. She died. Meru, what's wrong? Babichi, I must be hallucinating. Can you look? Make sure I'm not crazy. So, this is today's settlement, but be honest, Yakumo. Did you rob a bank or something? Commit white-collar crime? Defraud the entire financial sector? You've got me all wrong. I live with business-first mindset. I would never deal in dirty cash. Dirty sources mean dirty risks in the business's future. Then this is real. Dear. This is what happens when creatives are left to their own devices. They don't even know what it means to sell. Come on, go get yourself a nice meal. Let me guess. You ate your hopes and dreams for dinner again. We can really? Yes, no one can deny the results of your hard work. So that's that. Congratulations, everyone. Well, that's... You know better, Meru. Say it clearly. Thank you, publishing department. You really saved us. Well, I suppose it's a well-made book. That's why it's sold. That's why it's sold. I have no talent in selling things that have no potential. You dealing out compliments? Is that such a rare occurrence? Well, I can promise you that it never happened with Takane, at least. That much we were able to agree on. President Meruri, just what are you two going on about? It's nothing. Right. It's just, it's business talk. That can happen between business people. Moving on. At this rate, these books are flying off the shelves. We'll be out of stock in a few days. So, just trust us and watch for our return over the horizon. Yeah, I already trusted you, but experiencing the results firsthand deepened my trust in that much more. Meruru's trust is more shocking than the president's compliments. Anyway, we're going to bed. Good night, thank you. Yeah, sleep well. When do they find out that you destroyed their book? Do you think there's time zones? I think there could be, because I mean, we've seen the planet and the rough size of all of Kavotos, so I'd probably. Well then, shall we tuck ourselves in as well? I expect another busy day of sales tomorrow. Yes, President, let's get our rest. You believe you've been keeping up surprisingly well with the intense schedule. I'm impressed. It's nothing at all, and this is rather nice compared to back home at Redwinter. Right. But you have a noble aura about you, Takane. Just today, someone said they didn't know a princess like you attends Redwinter. What are you saying, President? You know there's no such thing as nobility in Redwinter. Well, that's marketing. What's marketing without a teeny tiny bit of deceit mixed in? To be frank, most ads realistically tend to be in "we're technically telling the truth" zone. What are you trying to say, President? It's something like this. Hear me out. This is all part of our marketing. Oh no. No, Yakumo. What are you planning? What are you doing? Oh, Mashiro. And they're throwing in all the girls. Hello, Sensei. Shimiko. Let's achieve justice together today as well. Hey. Hello, Mashiro. A bright and energetic morning to you. You seem very excited, Mashiro. Sorry if I startled you. The idea of teaming up with not just the library committee, but Sensei as well, excited me. And an authorized book of this nature must be very antithesis of justice. It must be suspicious, good-for-nothing, unpleasant thing. We have to pluck it from the roots. It feels like Mashiro's passion is somewhat misguided. Have you by chance read the book, Mashiro? Of course not. I do not read it to know it opposes justice. Is that so? And time is a limited resource, so I have already deployed the Justice Task Force members all over Trinity. It will not be long before we track down the source of the book's distribution. What, already? Oh, the mobs! You know, it has been a long time since we've seen standard JTF mobs, I feel like. They're so cute. I love seeing the mobs. Look at them. Yes, Sensei, I'll do everything I can. I will not let you down. Thank you, everyone. Please stand by at your locations. Understood. Bye-bye. Then I will also head out to the field. Please contact me anytime. All right. Peace. Her passion is incredible. Yeah, to the point it concerns me. Are you worried about Mashiro-sensei? Well, yes, her... Mashiro... But also the students responsible for the distribution. Oh, you mean them? I was actually thinking of something similar. You didn't expect that, but President Ui would likely say something like, there's no way someone who loves books can be bad. It could seem someone who just looks at books the way to make money. Yeah. We've seen Mob-chan since the card game. Yeah, it's been so long. I like the Mob-chan. That may be, but I don't think that's the case. With today's technology, books have become more of a collector's item. It's unlikely people will be dealing them unless they love books in some other way. If someone truly just wanted to make money, they would why would they choose to sell books? These days, there are much more efficient methods. You do have a point. Unfortunately, you're wrong. Kumo's into this for the money. Well, she's kind of into this for the artistry, but mostly the money. Right. So, I believe the ones creating this ruckus must be good people. At the very least, they're likely not awful people. I'm sure we'll be able to talk to each other. That's true. They're not awful people. They're just business people. All right. Covert Ops. Shimiko comes out again in her villainess outfit. I had to go undercover again, so I'm in my villainous outfit. It's like, what? Now, here's to another great day of sales. I hope they get shot on sight. That'd be so funny. Target acquired. Bang. Kumo down. President, is it me or are there a lot more students compared to yesterday? You're right. Something feels different, and their uniforms are black. Ooh. Trinity students don't look happy about them being around either. This might not be the right comparison, but it does remind me of how our students react when Secretariat comes around. It probably doesn't have anything to do with us. Some internal Trinity affairs, I bet. Come on, we've got books to sell. Let's keep making money. Oh, there you are. Uh-oh. Oh, who are you? Shh, lower your voice and follow me. Oh my god, there. Huh? What is this? Are they like giving us shelter? There's no way. Asylum, let's go. What are you in such a hurry? Where is this? And what do Trinity students? Just a little longer now. Everyone, they're here. It's safe now. Oh my god, the underground book dealing club. Yay! That's so funny. What in the world? Would you mind explaining the situation to us to begin with? Yes, it's safe to speak now. It's those students who you saw on the way here, the ones wearing the black uniforms. They're the Justice Task Force, a type of disciplinary team that handles Trinity security and makes sure students are following the rules. Of course, they all work really hard, but rumor has it that the president of the Justice Task Force can fold people like a crumpled can. She can. She definitely can. She can. She crumpled can. I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that. Just add in a little corruption and blame it on this and it's basically the Secretariat. But why are those people being so? That's because the Justice Task Force is looking for you. For us. I suppose the natural question would be why, but I can wait. I can pose it a few reasons. Pose it? Come on, man. Just because you read books doesn't mean you're better than me. Pose it. What does pose it mean? To put forward or suggest. Awesome. Is it posit? It's probably posit, right? Like deposit, posit. Okay. I get it. Okay. Basically, since this morning, you two are officially wanted criminals. They've yet to announce it to the public, but the word spreads quickly here. We've been able to confirm that the Justice Task Force has been searching for you. And from what the rumors say, their orders have come directly from the Tea Party. So much for covert. The Tea Party? That sounds rather pleasant. Kind of is. Well. You mean the Trinity's oh my gosh, stop being better than me. Triumvirate? Oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna look that up. I don't care. It's after us? In other words, it's like the President Cherino put out a warrant for us. No, if it were her, I'd have 101 ways to get out of the situation. That's precisely why I was against the plan to begin with, President. It's not over yet, Takane. Look around. If the Trinity student body wanted us out, don't you think they would have handed us over to the Justice Task Force already? I suppose so. If they find you two, they'll likely ban you for life. All of the money you've earned will be confiscated. Well, we already sent some of it over. That's not right. It's a suppression of the economic activity. And they'd also confiscate the books you brought with you. That's not right. It's suppression of cultural activity. Exactly, we feel the same way, which is why we've brought you here. Come to think of it, where is this place? Thank you for asking. This is the secret base of the Trinity Ladies. They call themselves the Trinity Ladies? President, hush. We cleared out a gym that wasn't being used and created this space for ourselves. Of course, the Justice Task Force is completely unaware of its existence. We've kept all secret amongst ourselves. We've all kept it secret amongst ourselves, hence the secret base. There are secrets and schemes interwoven throughout the school. Terrifying, Trinity. Truly terrifying. Saying that as the publishing department seems a bit self-flagellating. Even so, this is an opportunity in itself. Nothing sells better than banned material. Suppression is like a metal for culture. Even if the scene isn't much, if it's censored, that in itself is promotion and boosts sales and several times over. Speaking of metal, that reminds me of the mustache medal. That one really is useless. Anyway, we've received your message loud and clear. Yes, thank you for bringing us to your safe space. Now then, shall we begin today's sales event? Oh, they're so excited. Let's go. The stage is set. May I request that we proceed, Takane? Hehehe. Is this truly necessary? It's in the name of the marketing, Takane. In the name of marketing. We can't even think about it without feeling embarrassed. Think of it this way, Takane. This is all the promotion of cultural activity. All right, President. Dun 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 dun. Hello, Mob. Koharu! She really wants to read the book. Hello, Koharu. Feels like it's been a while. Yeah, I suppose. I haven't seen a lot of Justice Task Force members out today. Did something happen? Well, apparently there's been some strange book being distributed to the students. We're ordered to find the source and investigate the scale of the operation. It's being framed as the Justice Task Force providing support for the Library Committee operation. But some members have been saying that it's actually a direct order from the Tea Party. A direct order? It's that important? I guess so. You know, I think I heard something about that book. Really? Do you have a lead? No, I really just heard it in passing. Oh, that's a shame. If you do happen to come across anything that may be useful, please let me know. It's unusual for us to have zero intel into an operation like this. Although I'm still only a first year, so I don't have that much experience to compare this to. Even still, it feels like there's been a systematic effort from the top to hide what's really going on. Yeah, I'll see what I can find, but you haven't uncovered anything at all? Actually, we have. We managed to secure several copies of what looks like samples of books 1 and 2. What's it like? Can I take a look? Well, since you're a member of the force too, Koharu, and I think basically everyone's already seen it. Here you go. Oh no. Oh no, Koharu's gonna explode. Let's see here. Are you ready? Kya! Goodbye. Koharu! She's dead. Well, really honestly, it's not because I want to read it or anything. And it's just so I could better assist the Justice Task Force. Do you have the next one? No, not yet. Do you want to keep that one? I have more, so it'd be okay. Thank you. In that case, if you find something while investigating, can you show me? I'll look really, really hard too. Yeah, sure. Thanks for cooperation, and then good work. Okay, I'll do my best. Koharu. Look at her go. She's reading. I really don't have the ulterior motives. I am someone who will become an elite member of the Justice Task Force. Anyway, what do I do with this? Wait. So if this is joint operation between the Justice Task Force and the Library Committee. Dun 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 dun. Good book. Good book. You seem exhausted. My apologies, Sensei. This is not the best reflection of our capabilities. We really are having a hard time finding any leads. We did not anticipate the general lack of cooperation from the students. They responded to every question with "I don't know" or a quick subject change. I thought about it, and I believe I know why. Perhaps the book emits evil waves, or maybe they just like the book. It is bewitching all our students of Trinity. I think that's too much of a conspiracy. I have to agree. Twiddling my thumbs in this office and receiving reports isn't doing me any good. It's time I make my own moves. I will assist in the patrols. Hello, Sensei. How are you? Oh, where's Mashiro? Oh, she's out on patrol. She's very diligent. Passionate, too. If only she stayed for a bit longer. I just got the samples of the sequel. What, really? I want to take a look? Yeah. Huh. The story feels oddly familiar, especially the plot twist and the character development. What's wrong, Sensei? It's nothing. If you say so, I'll take your word for it, Sensei. I've read this before. Don't recite these works to me. I was there when they were written. Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. Frozen! Uh-oh. Copyright claim incoming. Copyright claim. Hold on, I'm pouring my last cup of tea. Oh boy. Ooh, that's a big cup of tea. I'm gonna spill that for sure. Okay. Now, it's single file, please, everyone. There's plenty to go around. Oh my gosh. I love how there's some mob trans in here. They've betrayed their own kind. Oh, man. Hold on a minute. Okay. We're still good. Alright, sorry about that. Everyone keep it down. The faster you get in line, the faster you'll get your book. And remember, keep this from the Force. Trinity students helping us sell. This must be the power of culture. It truly is before us. We are seeing the manifestation of culture itself. The elements of humanity that inspire people to rally behind a cause. The central library here at Trinity claims to be the largest in all of Kivotos. I'd love to see it. Or the rumored old library, said to be the hidden deep within. We'll find the time to go while we're here. I guess a critic like you would be interested in the library's literary collection. Aren't you? Not at all, unless they're going to give it to me to flip for a quick buck. Why would I waste my time and energy on something so with no potential? You say that, yet I see you slaving away over the edits and revisions on a daily basis. It's not editing and revisioning. It's carving gems out of raw stones, a rediscovery of a product value. And as an extension, I expect you to do your part as well. Is that truly necessary? I'd never force you to do something you didn't want to do, but I mean, the rumors have already started to spread, haven't they? Princess. Ojo-sama. Ojo-sama. Grab a quick screenshot. Princess Takane, we'd love to hear your opinions on these books and... Hold on, this stupid... Go away. Okay. And 4. Me? Well, if you truly wish to hear my humble opinion, of course we do. A work like this could never have come out of Trinity. The wild but exhilarating reality it depicts creates a style that's uniquely Red Winter's. Exactly the deep resolve to not let go of beauty against all odds. It really touched everyone. And who would be more well suited to give a better perspective on the unfamiliar parts than a Princess Takane herself? If you see it that way, I'm quite flattered. Thank you truly. Wow, you're so eloquent, as expected of the Princess of Red Winter. No, the Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. That's just how royalty conducts itself. Speaking of royalty, Blue Archive is going to have to pay royalties to Disney if they keep calling her the Princess of the Frozen Kingdom. Oh, man. Well, what are we going to do, President? I'm just a regular student at Red Winter. Why am I suddenly playing the part of the youngest daughter of a fallen house, once considered nobility in Red Winter? You're wasting your breath on such simple questions, Takane. For the marketing! From what I hear, she's the youngest of the four, from an influential family in Red Winter. No one knows what caused the downfall of her house. They were purged from Red Winter, apparently. What a terrifying word. Ah, yes, what can I say? I mean, truly, what could I possibly say right now? But with the help of her loyal retainer, Princess Takane found a way to change her identity and remain in Red Winter. How incredible! To meet someone who has experienced this kind... What kind of rumors has Yakumo been stirring up? Oh my gosh. It's truly an honor. It's because the story is based on a book. Oh. So she just... Okay, I see. What happened to your 3 sisters is truly unfortunate. Do you still have the journal where you wrote OAMT, the first letters of each of your names? You enjoy photography on the side. We'd love to see your work. Everything is a mess, but that's the one true thing they've said. I have to confess, this is the first time I've had the opportunity to hear words from a critic, and to think that I can experience it firsthand from a princess. I never thought this day would come. Do you plan on releasing a collection of critical essays under your name? Oh, another business venture. Absolutely not. She's like, no, I don't want to do it. Don't make me do it. Unless you ghostwrite them. I heard from a friend. Is this all right? Welcome, welcome. It's not just all right. It's exactly as it should be. And as with all things, you should start at the beginning. Try out book 1. Thank you. Shameless. Uh-oh. What should we do? What should we do, President? Will we be all right? Ah, it's fine. It's fine. She's going to come back. It's my intuition as the president of the publishing department. Is that so? Welcome back. Ready for part 2? Oh my. It's not like I want to know or I'm curious about what happens next. I'm just a bit of a completionist. It's practically my duty to finish it all at this point. Oh my gosh, that's me with Rent a Girlfriend. That's me. Dude, I just watched the first episode of season 5. I hate my life. I hate my life. I don't like it. I hate it. But I might as well finish it. I'm 5 seasons in. I can't not stop. At this point, it would be bad if I stopped, right? It would look worse. It would look worse if I gave up. So I need to not quit. I need to keep going. Keep the self-torture going on. Oh, man. Yes, of course. I'm in complete agreement, miss. I'm glad you understand. Therefore, there is a second one. Of course, all stories must continue. Just like how the show must go on. We must thank you for following your sense of duty back here. Thank you for seeing it that way. It's nothing. If this book had remained in Red Winter, it would have been lost and forgotten by the masses. It'd never have its day under the bright lights of the market. It's one thing to participate and lose. It's another to never even get to set foot in the ring. That sounds logical, I believe. Exactly. That's why I'm going to give you a chance to buy 2 books instead of 3. What do you think? Aren't you meant to buy these kinds of things in 3s, though? That's what I heard. That's true, but the 3rd's for spreading the word. Doesn't that sound a bit embarrassing? Is it really okay? And so, the act of excluding some parts of the life to make others more acceptable is a contradiction in itself. One could even say that the way we speak of difficult topics is an indication of our true nature. For example, love. People naturally draw back from speaking of it, yet it's essential for each and every one of us. Without love, all you have here wouldn't be standing before me today. It's the same thing about our bodies, though. Though people say that a proper lady should not explicitly talk about what's beneath her clothing. And yet, what are we talking about? How do we get here? And yet we are beings that live with those forbidden bodies. Therefore, oh, I see what she's saying, never mind. Therefore, this book, by attempting a frank and proactive dialogue about things that are contradictory, yet alluring for us, can be considered a culmination of resolve and may even be thought of as pure leading us to the horizon of an even broader understanding. Kya! That's so cool, princess! As expected of nobility, so it's okay to be honest with ourselves. I may develop a stomach ulcer from this. Stomach ulcer. Wonder will they be great friends or bitter rivals? I think they're co-workers. I think that's how they're gonna end up. I don't think no, you know what? Rivals. They hate each other. I think that's fair. Business is booming. And yet there's more we could be doing. Something more definitive. You have any books with this stuff? I may need a few more details. Well, unfortunately, we do not have a book that fits your description exactly. I see. Hold on. Yet I can make this happen for you. Really? I'll need your help, though. Do you know how to write a project proposal? A what? No, I've never written one before. It's all right. Even better. Just give me 2 lines. What are you looking for? The types of characters. Just let your imagination run wild. Understood. Oh my gosh. What is it, Yakumo? Have sales started slowing down? Actually, well, the payment we received did help us get out from the bottom of the pit. At least, so thank you. Such heartfelt gratitude from none other than Meru herself. Worry not, business is booming. It's in fact, it's doing so well that I'm sending you over a proposal that's the faster you can get it back to me, the better. Huh? Why should I? I refuse to be pulled into another one of your obscure money-making schemes. Hear me out. I'm receiving requests live on site. If we can respond in demand, we can set whatever prices we want. You want me to do a commission? No, absolutely not. Those are an artist's worst nightmare. They nitpick every little detail, and then finally at the end, it's not what they wanted. All right, we have another ad break, maybe the last one, depending on how long this stream goes for, because this is a long event. Oh my gosh. But enjoy the ads. No, I've handled that already. The proposal I'm sending over only has 2 lines. You can cover every little detail in 2 lines. Which means they may be providing the canvas, but you can paint however you want. The person who commissioned it is just going to complain about the result. Oh ho. Now they'll be happy with whatever you give them, because Princess Takane will critique it positively. I'm involved as well? Yes, you are. Thank you for the hydration and stretch. Big stretch. Woo. Thanks, Gare. I appreciate that. Think about it, Meru. This is an original. This is an original in a sense. Isn't creating an original work like this your dream? Well, yes. I get it. It's not 100% yours, so it's not your work, but the request is just the setting. You can fill in the details with whatever Meru-like thoughts you have up there. It's basically your original piece, right? After all, a drop of water can turn into a great ocean one day. Wow, the first step of your journey is to achieving your true dream. Give me the proposal. Excellent, excellent. Now, remember, speed is the name of the game. Just who do you take me for? I'm gonna get working immediately, so hang up already. Oh my gosh. Quantity over quality, baby. With that, another mission is accomplished. Hehehe. I never wish to look you in the eye as an enemy, President. What? I never wish to have look you in the eye as an enemy, President. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Good work, Sensei. You're the one working hard, Shimiko. Well, I appreciate that. We have nothing to show for it. We weren't able to find a single lead to follow. I wonder why it's so much harder than usual. Do you have any thoughts on why, Sensei? I see. Trinity students may actually be protecting the seller of this unauthorized book. You and I were thinking the same thing, Sensei. Without any willing witnesses, it's difficult for the Justice Task Force to make any headway. Which is actually why we've come to this cafe. Did you find someone willing to talk? Perhaps, you know her well. Here she is. Natsu. Oh, it's Koharu. Hello, Koharu. Sensei. Oh, what is Sensei doing here? Oh, hey, it's Koharu. Hello. Wait, if Sensei is here... I knew it. I knew it. You can't trick me. This fiasco is all you're doing. No, it's really not my fault this time. I'm innocent. This time, you were doing things the other times. Death penalty. Okay. Wrong person to bring here, but okay. Anyway, so Koharu is the one. Yes, Koharu provided me with a sample, so now we have some kind of clue. Why were you assisting the library committee? I did it again, dude, and not the Justice Task Force. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Hope they were fun and interesting. Koharu has shown up. She has a lead, apparently. After she yelled at us, she has a lead. Well, that's because I didn't want to be the one to make them sad. That's all, okay? Everyone's trying really hard to hide and protect it. All because they like this book. I'm not saying the Justice Task Force is bad. They're just doing their job. This is totally different matter, and just feels a little sad to take away something the students love so much from them. Did you also like the book, Koharu? Me? Why are you asking me? Hurt Sensei, Dummy Sensei, death penalty. I'm not interested in something like this at all. In that case, Koharu, if the library committee were to collect this entire series, you would have no interest in coming to read it? As a future lead of the Justice Task Force, shouldn't you be aware of its contents? She's already read it all. You're right. I guess if it's something like that, I'll have to make an exception and check. Excellent. Thank you for cherishing literature so deeply. Well, it's not really. Anyway, what is this book about? Or what is it about books that makes the library committee love them so much? Isn't it natural? Books are kind of a time machine. A time machine? How so? Hey, that's me. That's me, guys. Remember I have lore? I totally remember that I have lore. Definitely. Well, it's in a metaphorical sense, of course. Metaphorical? Well, you see, there's an innumerable different mediums in which people can express themselves and disseminate information. Videos on the internet, movies, games, music, so many that you can't list all of them. These mediums elicit the same kinds of emotions and feelings that books do. But with books, I feel like I have a little more breathing room. Am I the only one who doesn't get it? Think of it this way. Movies, games, and videos are for mediums like those. It's hard to formulate your own thoughts while watching them. These mediums use our sight, hearing, and sometimes even touch to deliver their message. That makes them very immersive and brings us deeper into the worlds. But it's sensory overload. There's no breathing room for your own thoughts. That's kind of true. I mean, compared to books, I 100% agree, yeah. Because you're completely missing visual, which is super important. And auditory. Books, on the other hand, in a way, it's the most restrictive of the mediums. You only have words on the page to communicate with. This is undeniably true. But it's that very restrictiveness that allows us our own thoughts to blossom alongside the book as we read. It's selflessness in that way. And that, in some ways, feels to me like a conversation with the past. Because all authors are people who are speaking to the present from the past. And in that sense, it's called a time machine. Okay, I see what you're saying. Interesting. I don't think about how books are published. I didn't think about how books are published after they're written. Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting way to think about it. I know that's literally what happens, but that's a fun thought experiment. Yes, when I'm reading, it really does feel like a conversation with the author's past self. With that breathing room, we can better process the words written on the page in a more personal way. And there are more people like me who cherish books enough to also want to respond to the author's message. When you experience it, it's magical. It's nice to hear why you love books so much. Yes, and perhaps that for that reason, even concerning the case of the unauthorized book currently in Trinity, I can't help but think of it as positively. However, subconscious the thought may be, I failed at my job. I don't think feeling that way means you failed. Koharu? Well, since the Justice Task Force is strict enough to make up for the both of you, I think if one person in the investigation is advocating for the book. Ah, yeah, like good cop, bad cop. Yeah, like that. I knew you'd get it, Sensei. Oh, now you're being nice to me. Thanks. Thank you, Sensei Koharu. However, that brings us back to the original issue. How do we resolve the situation, Koharu? Have you tracked any more clues since then? No. Ah, yes. I don't mean to pressure you. It's just that... if we can't go to the students... What is it, Sensei? Do you have an idea? Koharu, can I ask you something? Me? I don't mind. As long as it's not perverted. I don't want anything like that. Yeah, I know. It's Koharu, I swear to... Just based off the current context of the situation, I don't believe that's the direction we're headed. Anyway! If the Justice Task Force picks up the pace at any point, try to stay by their side? I'm not currently affiliated with the Justice Task Force. Would that be okay? I wouldn't worry about that, Koharu. They'll be happy to see you. Alright, if you say so. Hello, Mashiro. How's the investigation going? I must sincerely apologize. We've made little progress. It's okay. I'm already aware of the obstacles you've encountered. Please don't wear yourself too thin. If the situation does escalate, it'll be the Tea Party's responsibility to finally step in. Truly, I apologize again, Nagisa. I was unaware of how distressed you were. I will do everything in my power to bring these perpetrators to justice. Please excuse me. Oh, Mashiro. Mashiro. Yeah, you gotta work on your phrasing with Mashiro. She'll take everything too seriously. I was only trying to cheer her up a little. Yeah. Not like that. Alright, dude. We only have 4 more episodes. We gotta power through these. It's gonna be a long stream. Oh, I love this song. An empty place? Palace? Place? I don't know. Is everyone here? Yes. Good. As you all know, our job is to track down and investigate the contraband books that have been spreading across Trinity. However, it's several days into our investigation, we've made almost no progress. Yeah. Just yesterday, Nagisa expressed serious concern over this mission's status. Nagisa herself? That's right. I'll blow my head and apologize. Blow? I'll bow my head and apologize a million times for my own incompetence. But if the problems lie with the Justice Task Force's resolve to achieve justice, then this is a threat to the safety and integrity of Trinity itself. Therefore, we must prove our worthiness. Understood. But what do? I have a plan. It's a straightforward one that anyone could think of, but sometimes I believe the simplest option is the best one. The only thing that matters is that we bring down the hammer of justice. Therefore, we are going to dedicate every last resource of the task force to monitoring every single corner of Trinity campus. No, the district. Starting when? Starting now. I know I'm asking a lot from all of you, but please continue to uphold justice. I promise that I'll work the hardest of all of us. They're gonna literally police state this. Let's go. Wait for us, Mashiro. No talking about book. Don't talk about the book. I like all these like little these little screenshot or these like little screen, you know, pictures. Oh my gosh, pictures. CGs. We didn't sell a single book today. More like we couldn't. The Justice Task Force, was it? The students in black uniforms. Why are they everywhere today? My danger senses, which I attribute to much of my survival in Red Winter 2, are sounding off right now. Could they have discovered us? The chibi CGs. There we go. Thank you. My brain's just not working. That's what happens when you're this long into a story. Your brain turns off. Princess and her maid. There you are. And her maid. Yes. Hello. Have you been well? Maid. Yeah. I guess I'll take it. Yes, thank you. Please forgive my rudeness, but we have no time to chit-chat. The situation is dire. It's fine. What's going on? Cutting right to the chase, around half the Justice Task Force is out looking for you. Ah, so the reason there increase in those black shirts today is... Yes, it's all in the same vein. And perhaps that for that reason, there seems to be a sense of terror spreading across Trinity. A sense of terror? Due to our actions? I don't know how we could ever apologize. No, that's not what I meant. Maybe terror wasn't the right word. It's not your fault, Princess. It's just that all the students are being forced to hide any book that isn't a textbook right now. I'm sorry, Princess. I don't think we can actively help you anymore. No, your assistance up until now has garnered my eternal gratitude. Poor Princess, her hardship never ends, even after coming all the way to Trinity. Just go to Wild Hunt, guys. Call it a lost cause and go to Wild Hunt. And then by the time Wild Hunt kicks you out, Trinity will have forgotten, so you just come back to Trinity and you just keep flip-flopping. Hey, I'm here too, you know. You'll need to find some place to hide, somewhere the Justice Task Force members won't think to look. You don't have any suggestions, do you? My apologies, their eyes are everywhere, so even we don't know. Perhaps as outsiders, you'll be able to identify cracks in their armor that we can't. Please take care of yourself, Princess. I hope that one day we can treat you to a better time here at Trinity. You mustn't think that way. I'm already grateful for the wonderful memories I've made with you all. Think nothing of it. Well, now we're alone. Where did it all go wrong? Probably right from the start. But take a gander and say from the very beginning. Is what we're doing here wrong, President? For once, I don't have any answers for you. What I do know, though, is it's always important to see things through to the end. Depending on the time and place, perhaps it's not always too important. Anyway, let's see somewhere the task force members wouldn't go. In the bushes. We need to get somewhere a little less conspicuous. Oh, if only Sensei was here. Oh, I am. But unfortunately... President, over here. It appears to be a less populated than other areas. You're right, there are fewer Justice Task Force members at least. It actually appears to be rather deserted in general. Now this is much better. Is it a helmet gangster layer? Oh, it's the library. They're breaking into the library. Are we gonna get the ooey jump scare? Is this a library? Looks like it. Yes, ooey. Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Although it's not quite how I would have envisioned a modern library. The books are old, but well maintained, very much so. That would indicate there's a manager of some sort. Dun 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 dun. Ah. Oh, Takane is killed. Takane, is something wrong? Oh my gosh, ooey. Don't mess with ooey. Ah. Quiet in the library. Oh. It's just shooting her. Outsiders again. Not Trinity students, though. They brought a lot of books with them. Does Ui even know what's going on? I doubt she does. So I don't know the details, and I don't particularly want to know. But you're involved in publishing and distribution? Yes, that's right, Miss Gozeki Ui. I apologize for the ruckus. Ah, well, you seem to be one of us, and you understand your faults. And you have so many kids with you. Kids? Ah, sorry, books. You have a lot of books. Come to think of it, you're the president of the library committee. Who takes care of this old library, Ui? I heard the Central Library of Trinity is the largest library in Kivotos, and it contains every book that exists in the world. I'm honored to witness such a place in the flesh. Right. You wanted to come here, right, Takane? Oh, the rumors are slightly exaggerated, but we do try to protect as many children as we can. Aha, makes sense. There are some crazy rumors flying around, you know? There's one that you once burned down an entire building to punish students with overdue books. That one's true. Ha! All things considered. Actually, I never knew that. She did what? She burned down a building? Ooey, the arsonist. Okay, out of nowhere? I did not know that. I'm terrified. All things considered, I was merciful. Those outsiders had no respect for the sanctity of literature. Anyways, your children, I liked them. They were well made, I liked them. But this is just manga, isn't it? Didn't I use my eyes to read it? Why wouldn't it be a book? According to their reactions of Trinity students, there seem to be some problems with how risque it is. Is that so? Well, I suppose when outsiders look at it, some parts could be seen that way. It's because none of them are actually read. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such a culture shock for them. Anyway, from what you were saying earlier, the Justice Task Force is actively pursuing you two. Yes, unfortunately. The Justice Task Force would never put this much manpower into a trivial thing like this on the, of their own accord. It must be the Tea Party. Huh? I didn't even mention them. It's obvious. Those stuffy executives, they never understood the true value of literature. Fine, you can stay here. I'll accommodate to an extent. You wouldn't mind if our presence... You wouldn't find our presence distracting? Only because you're one of us. Don't look into it too much, and don't overstay your welcome. Wow, thank you, Uwe. Then we'll just catch our breath and regroup here for a moment. And one more thing. Huh? You're too close. Get back 3 meters at least. But we're not. I'll evict you. Got it, 3 meters. We can follow the rules. It's not strictly a library rule, more of a personal one. Huh? What did you say, Uwe? 3 meters. Stay away from me. Yes. 3 meters, that's a lot. Is this really fine, President? Well, we can't stay here forever. But we have very little going for us in terms of options at the moment. What should we do? Since Uwe will tolerate us here for a little longer, we'll wait here until things quiet down outside. Meanwhile, we'll formulate a plan to escape and return to Red Winter. Ah, you're giving me that look again. I know the situation isn't ideal. But in life, sometimes you just have to follow the yellow brick road, Takane. I will rest for a moment inside. Please alert me if anything changes. Why is she on guard duty? I know what the president said, however. Boo, here I had to hope to contact them for something more spectacular and praiseworthy. Is this number? Oh, so Takane's calling me. Oh, hello, Sensei. How are you? How have you been? Oh my gosh, reading. The reason we're reaching out so suddenly is, where should I even start? Yeah, it's all right. The beginning is usually a good place. All right, to begin, we're currently at Trinity General School. Huh. I'm here too. You too? Uh-oh. We have a lead. All right, 3 more episodes. We're almost done. One last chance. Sensei, hello. I got the gist of things. Sorry, Uwe. Oh, I don't mind too much. But now that you mention it, 1, 2, 4. 4 may too be much for the old library. Don't distribute the children. We'll make sure to keep it down. Oh, don't disturb, my bad. All right, then it's this way. Follow me. Welcome, Sensei. You were really here already. Now this is a surprise, a guest appearance, and here at Trinity of all places. This seems like a serious situation, so let's get to the point. Why did you do something like this, Yakumo? No pleasantries today. All right. To get straight to the point, I did it to make money. This is hardly the situation for the Pride, President. But that's all there. That's all. There really nothing else. You disagree? This is actually a terrible business decision. Coming to another school's district, selling books illegally. The risk doesn't match the reward. The Yakumo I know would have calculated that down to the last cent. No. You know me. I'm a go-with-the-flow type of gal. Ugh, don't give me that look. All right, I get it. So, you want me to just get right into it? Ugh, is this how adults converse? Then, Sensei, why do you think culture needs to grow? People's love and interest? I see, love and interest. You're not necessarily wrong, but the idea itself is wrong. Culture is a living thing that feeds on money to grow. It's not that different from living organisms like us. You think that's a bit extreme? No. It's sad, but it's the reality. To enjoy culture is to spend your time and money. And for that price, people expect value, enjoyment, fun, laughter, that kind of thing. At the very least, they want to walk away with a lesson or a positive sentiment. Sensei, have you ever thought on how many things are written each day? There's an idealistic belief out there that as long as you make something good, people will see it. But even as we speak, thousands of new books, articles, social media posts are being written. I said each day, but that's too broad of a measurement. An inconceivable amount of culture content pours out onto the world by the hour, minute, second. And most of it is shunned to the side, forgotten and discarded. It's unfair, it's sad. boxing match we call the market. If they can at least have a moment to stand proudly in the ring before they lose, that would be understandable. They'll learn from the failure. One day, they'll build up enough courage to try again. Or maybe they won't. Some of them will stumble in the first round and never get back up again. But the reality is, most of them won't even get to step into the ring. They're sidelined and forced to cheer for the lucky champion who happened to win. Do you remember when you were a child? Children always want to be something they're not. They want to do this, make that, prove themselves and be acknowledged. That's just the human experience, the need for validation. But dreams have expiration dates. A stagnated dream is a spoiled one. Having no dream is a tragedy. But even worse is hanging on to a rotten, spoiled one. There's that saying. Why implant the desire and then deny me the talent? I know I sound like an uptight adult if I say this, but aren't you too young to be thinking like that? Tell me about it. Yeah, what can I be as tall as a mountain? I think that, regardless of age, there are children all over the world who feel that way, though. Anyway, my point is this. Everyone deserves a chance to stand in the ring at least once. Whether it makes your dreams come true or shatters them, at least you had your chance. And the one with the key to the ring is marketing. Being labeled a failure without even a chance to prove yourself, I find it cruel. However, there isn't actually a key to the that marketing holds. It's money. Money is that key that lets people into the fight. Because culture grows on soil called money, and someone needs to cultivate that soil. Be a mountain? Oh. Anyway, so that's how we got here. But if money is so important, why are you working in a printed media and publishing? What? There are much better industries when it comes to making money. Distribution, logistics, finance, the list goes on. You hit the nail right on the head. Oh, she ran away? Was that too far? No, that was excellent, Sensei. Sometimes the president needs someone to tap on the brakes in her stead. However, I don't find myself in total opposition to her words. Truly, who would go into publishing for the money? Then Yakumo also... Ufu, who knows? And why would I, a critic, work for a president like that? Yes, it's as you expect. I'm in a related industry because I enjoy culture, and it's even better if I make money out of it. And it's best if it's promoted as well. Greedy and twisted, isn't she? That's who she is at her core. This whole subject shouldn't have acknowledged, or she wouldn't have acknowledged it if not for you, Sensei. After all, why would a twisted, immoral person find it so difficult to talk about this, using metaphors and euphemisms to get around it? Because she's talking about herself, of course. For instance, who never had a chance to stand in the ring? Who is bitter about having all the motivation and none of the talent? Things to consider. Then do you mean... Fufu. Some things are better left to the imagination, Sensei. Don't say weird things, Takane. You'll bring bad luck, and we might not get our very well-deserved payout. Ah, yes, understood, President. I understand where the publishing department's coming from, but regardless of the motivations, lying is never okay. Lying? What do you... For example, calling Takane a princess, amongst other things? How did you know? Did Takane... Reflect on your actions, President. You went too far with that. I'm still terribly embarrassed. Anyway, I'll sort things out for you. So your job is to end the business venture here and now. Okay. Bad news, Sensei. The Justice Task Force students are coming your way. I can explain. I can explain. All right. We're almost done here. The old library war. Huh? How do the Justice Task Force students find out? I have no idea. They must have found a lead somewhere. I was doing what you said and sticking with the Justice Task Force. Oh. So who tipped him off? So I contacted you as soon as it happened. Thank you, Kohato. You're the best as always. Really? Wait, there's no time to be happy. What do we do now, Sensei? Huh? Call Shimiko as well? Right. We'll need the library committee too. All right, Sensei. Hurry, hurry. Hello, Koharu. What's going on? Bad news, Shimiko. What? Get to the library now. This is really bad news. That's what I said. No, the situation is significantly worse than you imagine. Huh? There's no time to explain. I have to get to the old library right now. You stay hidden, Koharu, no matter what happens. Because you see, the Justice Task Force and Ui are diametrically opposed. Huh? But why should I? You'll just be caught in the crossfire between the two at the old library. Oh my god, Ui's gonna murder them. I've never seen this side of Ui before. This is kind of cool. In the worst case, you could be mistaken for one of the contraband sellers. Do you understand? Until everything is over, you have to stay as far away from this case as possible. Caught in the crossfire, contraband. Yeah, that does make sense. No, none of that matters. I have to go. Because it's the right thing to do. Yay! Good job, Koharu. I'm proud of you. Sensei, what's happening? Ui, thank goodness. Oh, listen to me. Right now. More people, seriously. Whoever it is, I need to go give them a piece of my mind. No, what I'm trying to say is... Are you there, President Kozeki Ui? Are you there, President Kozeki Ui? This is Mashiro from the Justice Task Force. The Justice Task Force? Why? Hello, President Ui. It's been a while. Why are you here? I'm here on a report. I have received information that suspicious unauthorized books have arrived here. Unauthorized books? Your point being... Yes, for that reason, we ask for your cooperation in a comprehensive investigation of the old library. Not happening. What? Comprehensive what? No, stop. What are you trying to do? A comprehensive investigation? You mean right now, in this place? A comprehensive investigation of the old library? Yeah, that's 100% correct. So you want to abduct them? Kidnap my children? Every single one of them? Yes. Yes, well, if we find that to be necessary, yes. Who knows what we'll find? Is that an issue? It's a big issue. That's why I'm requesting your cooperation. As long as you conduct yourself with justice, you have nothing to hide, and... Goodbye, Mashiro. Shut your trap! You want to take my children? Who do you think you are? Upon those grounds, do you think your vile feet are treading now? Mark every single one of my words with the utmost care. For every one of my children you attempt to abduct, if you so much as try to lay a finger on my books, I'll break all of them. Your fingers, your hands, your wrists. Halt! You just threatened a Justice Task Force and attempted to impede justice. I cannot tolerate such... That's my line. And I know who those Tea Party illiterates are, the ones behind all this anyway. Tea Party, those conspiring, censoring authoritarians. I see right through you. This Tea Party's play is to finally absorb the old library. This investigation's just a pathetic front for your evil book-hating ways. Huh? No, that's not what I... Excuse me, we're here on official Justice Task Force business. That's right. If this is how you want to play it, we're not afraid to use force. She's not afraid to use force. Oh. Yeah, she's not afraid either. Listen very carefully to me, each of you. And I mean every single word that I say. Not even a single page of my children will be carried out of here without my permission. I will not allow that to happen. In other words, if that's what you want to do, It'll be over my shattered halo. Oh my god. Crazy. That is a lot. Mashiro's like, oh, this is too much. Are you gonna take her on? Understood. What I understand perfectly well is that President Ui has no desire to cooperate. Ui is so cool, yeah. I love her. I also understand that President Kozeki Ui is presenting clear hostility and is a threat toward the Tea Party's order and the Justice Task Force. The Justice Task Force will now proceed with the unavoidable execution of justice. Yeah, you're not gonna win. Oh yeah, sure. Well, this has been a while. Fine. Just try to take my children from me. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Challenge accepted. Stop! 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 Nobody move! Shibiko. Sensei. Everyone please, this is simply a severe misunderstanding amongst friends. This can be sorted out without violence. Is that so? Sensei, Shibiko, is everyone alright? Huh? Koharu, what are you... Didn't I warn you to keep yourself safe? But I can't do that. What's wrong is wrong, no matter what. More importantly, why do you pets keep coming? This isn't your common room. Shibiko, you betrayed me. I did suspect an informant, but to think that it was you. Trust really is a limited resource these days. Oh my god, she beat her up. I'm terrified of Shibiko. I mean, we already knew that, but now we know where it came from. Ui, you couldn't exercise even a moment of self-restraint, and what is this nonsense? An informant? What have you had, or when have you no idea? What? When you have no idea of what I've gone through? Moreover, stop shooting people. Just how many more instruments am I gonna have to clean up on your behalf? No, it was just... Not a word. God help me. Okay. Well, new side of Ui, new side of Shibiko. I thought she was acting in that last one. I don't think she was acting. Okay. Oh, well, the scene has flipped on its head. We still need to fulfill our objective. We've received intel that the unauthorized books are being stored here and... Oh, Odie! Hello, Odie. Thank you for the sub. Now you get to use those emotes that you worked oh so hard on and that are oh so beautiful. Boop. Here we go. I gotta give you the artist tag too. I did put them up. Yeah, they're in there. They should all be sub stuff too, so you can get them if you sub. They're beautiful. We've received intel that unauthorized books are being stored here, and now I'm almost certain they must be. We cannot allow the circulation of unauthorized material in Trinity. Yes, I agree with the statement. I'm not trying to stop you. However, I do have something too. I'm sorry, everyone. Didn't I tell you to hide, ma'am? Yes, you did, but this isn't right. This is all our fault. We're so grateful for the help we've received, but I cannot turn a blind eye without causing conflict, or while causing conflict among comrades. Now, come out, President. You have to speak your piece. Ah, fiddlesticks. I was really hoping to sneak out. I was really never here. President? I'm sorry. Hello, Trinity. We're from Red Winter's publishing department. Publishing? Department? That's right. First, I should explain why this happened and why we decided to do this. To tell you the truth, yeah, thank God. I was like, I hope I don't have to reread all this. So to summarize, in effort to help the Starving Knowledge Liberation Front students, you came all the way to Trinity in hopes of helping them by securing a new distribution channel? Well, rather than helping them, well, it's more about the money. President? Ah, sorry. But, well, in some ways. Well, nothing in Red Winter sees the light of day. I did think it'd be nice for people from another school to experience our culture. Also, the plot lines in that books have been reused in Red Winter, so there was no demand for it. And thankfully, more than a few Trinity students seem to like it. That is definitely true. That's why we at the Justice Task Force had to start tracking down the books as a collaborative operation with the library committee. To think Trinity students were helping the Red Winter Publishing Department. Now I understand why we're running into so many brick walls. Is that what was happening, Shimiko? Yes, President, please look up every once in a while and see what's going on outside of the library. This should have been your responsibility, not mine. Oh, no, it's too cruel punishment for me. Anyway, I think that culture is meant to be shared. Culture that stagnates will eventually hold people back. And it doesn't make any money. Of course, we didn't initially come to Trinity with such grand ideas in mind. But seeing how much the Trinity students enjoyed our books has put me in a reflective mood, I suppose. Huh? Is this really the case, President? Let me put it this way. Some things are better left unsaid. Using my words against me. This president title isn't just for show, you know. Regardless of the situation, however, these books are still considered contraband. Can't the library committee just authorize them? The library committee? Yeah, the library committee manages the circulation of books distributed throughout Trinity. If we were to officially authenticate the publishing department's books, they would no longer be considered contraband. Naturally, we would need to make some adjustments to adhere to Trinity's guidelines. I did figure even our toned down version was a little intense. One could absolutely have surmised. I want to know how bad this book really was. Isn't this following school procedures its own kind of justice? That is a new perspective. Thank you for broadening my horizons. Even here, where justice was nearly dismantled, we were able to reestablish it with procedures. I'm truly impressed, Sensei. Thank you. Yep. I'm glad that made sense to you. He's like, yeah, whatever, yeah. As long as you understand. Come to think of it, what was your opinion on the book, President? Huh? Why me? Well, I assume you've read it already. How did you know? Foo-foo. Just how long have we worked together? Can't hide anything from you. Well, it was a good book in my opinion. The publishing department has certain earnestness that is woven into the story. It's easy to feel passion that went into their work. These days, most books are brow-beating slop that utterly disregard the dignity of the written word. I could never forgive an author who has sold their soul, and I don't believe this book does that. So the final verdict? It's fine, and the content poses no issue with me. However, I'm only one person. Do what you think is best, Shimiko. Understood. Thank you, Library Committee. Then, that's what I will report for this case. I'll come with you. I'll tag along as well, since I'm sure the president doesn't wish to. I'm not going. Not even like a thank you, just like, no, I'm not going. There's no need for you to. Never mind. Thank you for your cooperation until the end. After all, this mission was intended to be a collaboration between the Justice Task Force and the Library Committee, and Sensei from the beginning. I'm glad things worked out, everyone. I love how Koharu was just standing there. I've helped. Then let us all read the book. Now authorized by the Library Committee, President. Yeah, we want to see too. Gokuri. What is this? This is quite... Yeah, maybe we'd... Guys. Yeah, what's up, Koharu? Death penalty to me? I didn't write the book. I didn't write the book. It's not my fault, Koharu. No. It wasn't me. All right, we have one more. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. And then we can finally do our polls. Jesus. So, President Cherino, this is a cultural exchange agreement between Trinity and Red Winter we have proposed. No way they talk to each other. This agreement has been agreed upon and authorized by Shale Sensei and Trinity's Library Committee. The Tea Party supports their actions. Oh, dude, you're not even gonna put her on screen. Put Cherino on screen. When was the last time we saw Cherino? Put her on screen, even if it's a phone call. I want to see it. I want to see her. Because, like, there's no way she understands what they're talking about. There's no way she can understand the concept of what's happening right now. A cultural exchange? No. She has no idea what that is. I would love to see her fumble her way through this conversation. On the condition that no books or culture will be distributed in Trinity without prior agreement. I'm sure this proposal will be agreeable to you. After all, in the words of Yakumo, culture must flow. Oh my god, let's go! Yes! Yes! Cherino! Our Lord and Savior, our fearless leader, our one and only comrade, Cherino. Oh, it's so good to see you. Let's go. Oh, this is troublesome, mostly because the publishing department just went ahead and did whatever. Wait, did you say Shale Sensei? As in comrade? I see. In that case, Shale shall stand in as an official representative of Red Winter for this case. Me? So you wished for Shale to, and therefore Sensei, to negotiate on your behalf? Yes, consider Sensei's word, Red Winter's word, but only for this case. She's like, because I have no idea what's going on. Is way over my head. I'm way too stupid to know what's happening right now. More importantly, I have to go to an appointment that I cannot miss. It's her nap time. It's her nap time. It must be quite important. Yes, a nap. Dude, I know her so well. It's her nap time. Bro, I really love... I mean, I'm interested to see how Nagisa reacts. I love when the other, like, when Makoto... Or no, when Kisaki met, like, Cherino. I love how all the other leaders react to Cherino, because they're all like, wait, what? How? How is your civilization not falling apart? What? Yeah, a nap. This must be a Red Winter idiom of sorts. No, it really isn't. And Shale will be Red Winter's representative in this cultural exchange. Could it be? If something goes wrong with the agreement, Shale, as the representative of Red Winter, will have to take some responsibility, which will in turn force Trinity to be against, or odds against Shale. Then it's entirely possible that this agreement could be Sour Sensei's opinion towards Trinity, whether in political or emotional state. Red Winter is subtly and passively keeping Trinity. Oh my god, so she thought it was a power play? You thought it was a power play? She just said she has to go take a nap, Nagisa. Nagisa. Yes, the only person who would agree with Cherino is Hoshino, who would say, yes, sounds like a plan. Without so much as dirtying a pinky finger, is this Red Winter's political savvy? President Cherino, wait. Goodbye. Nap time. What's wrong, Nagisa? You look unwell. No, not at all. Of course. Yes, we will meet your expectations in more in this endeavor, Sensei. Are you done yet, Nagi? I'm so bored. Oh my god. I feel like Mika and Cherino would have a fun conversation. I feel like they could be pretty good friends. Mika and Cherino. That'd be fun. I think that'd be cool. Mika, Sensei is here, so some manners. Right, sorry, Sensei. I can do whatever I want. You're the best, Sensei. I like you. You know that, right? Please allow me to greet you once more, members of the Tea Party. I must extend my warmest thanks for your generosity. Hello, Publishing Department. It's a pleasure to meet you in an official capacity. Yeah, same amount of brain cells. I feel like Mika definitely is way smarter than Cherino, but they could have fun together. I feel like they could, you know, enjoy pudding together. They could have a good play date, I feel like. From Trinity's perspective, we hope this incident can be a springboard for the beginning of a strong and fruitful relationship with Red Winter. Please feel free to continue providing Trinity with excellent literature. Yes, thank you, ma'am. I'm honored to have the opportunity to meet your expectations. Hey, Yakumo, was it? Nice to meet you. I'm Mika from the Tea Party. Do you think we could talk real quick? Us two? Hello, Amaraki Yakumo. This is one of the 3 members of the Tea Party. It's like I'm standing in front of Trinity's equivalent of President Cherino. Although not exactly. If it were her, I'd have much better control of the situation. I heard the book you read. Or I read the book you brought. I just wanted to say thanks. Oh, she read it. Oh, nice. Cool. Another ad break because this is going on so long. Yes. Well, this is totally just my opinion, okay? It's just the main character reminded me of Sensei a bit. That's really what drew me in. So this is a personal request, or maybe just my hope. But I was thinking if there was a way you could change the partner's design a little, so that would really add to the story. Oh yeah, because I forgot Meru used Sensei as like a guide for like her story. Oh my gosh. That is a deep cut. Oh, ho ho. Thank you for your excellent feedback, Mika. I love your suggestion, but I'll need a few more details to make it happen. What kind of changes were you thinking? Really? Yay! So, for example, maybe your hair could be more pink. Oh, and a little wavy. That'd be cute too. Okay. Just write a fanfic, Mika. She's a little playful, and people call her clumsy, but when push comes to shove, she gets it done. Okay. All right, we have another ad break, so enjoy the final ad break, I hope. Someone who cheers everyone up, and she could even have a little bun on her side. Oh, it's okay. It's okay to cut that one if you have to. Her favorite food is jumbo parfait, and she loves BB cream and Samuela, the Beyond perfume. Oh, no more cake rolls though. I've had enough. I've had enough. Anyway, what do you think? Yes, I can picture it perfectly. That is, I can picture a brand new book, to be honest. If we want to make your idea happen, we'll have to start from scratch. Oh, I see. And in that process, it'll become a book that's all yours, just for me, Sonomika. Huh? A book just for me? Oh my gosh, yes, that'd be amazing. Yes, for someone of your status, it really is the only viable solution. However, every solution has the potential to bring new problems. What do you mean? You see, due to the nature of publishing, it's impossible to escape the economies of scale. Producing for a few elites rather than the masses drives up costs. Especially a custom piece like this, to write a book just for one person. Why? It's so rare, I don't even think there's a precedent. It'd be difficult to name a price. To be completely frank, it's an expensive endeavor. How much? Would this be enough? Oh my god. You are rolling with the elites now, Yakumo. Mika wrote you a check to write a personal book? Even I have morals. Okay, even half this would be enough. Oh, geez. Were you just teasing me when you said you'd be expensive? I was nervous for nothing. All right, in that case... Mika, dear. Yes, Nagi? Do I truly need to spell everything out for you every time? Fine. You're a big meanie face, Nagi. Bro, that was so funny. What was there? Was she gonna spend millions of dollars on like... Also, she has access to a checkbook. I feel like that's dangerous. Thank you for all your hard work, publishing department. The gratitude is all ours. We never meant to cause such trouble for the library committee and task force. Yes, but you also have brought about good change. I've noticed more members visiting the library as of late. And that's thanks to your book. The overall interest in reading has increased as well. That's true. For me as well. I've begun reading books on topics other than justice and old idioms. Yes. But please do make sure everyone returns their book on time. Yes, ma'am, of course. And, Takane? Yes, Mashiro. This story isn't stone finished, correct? Yes, that's true. If you wouldn't mind contacting me when the next volume is out. Foo-foo, did you enjoy it? A lot. Of course, anyone who loves stories is a comrade of mine. Yes, I do not know what this means, but I was asked to deliver this message by a group of Trinity students. Please release the collection of critical essays by the Princess of Redwinter. She's not doing it. Nah, I will think on it. She's like, I will consider it. Thank you, Takane. I look forward to working together. All right, that is, hope you had a good ad break. We just almost made $1 billion selling a private personal commission book for Mika. But unfortunately, she didn't do that. So yeah, we were close though. Hello, Zaxcree, welcome in. How are you doing? Do you recommend playing Orca? I'm looking for something that lasts many hours with constant constant content. I mean, I've been playing since launch, so it's a good game. I like the story. I like the characters. Really well written. Great music. Gameplay is a hit or miss, whether you like it or not. I like it. Some people don't. So I've been playing for 4 years. So yeah, I recommend it. President? What is it, Takane? Do not attempt to play dumb with me. You heard that. And now, how do you intend to take responsibility for this? Well, you see. Yeah, no problem, Zex. I hope you choose to play it. It's fun. It's all in the name of marketing. That excuse will only work so many times. But it worked this time. Takane, yeah, she's so cute. Yay, now we get to talk about the book. Yay. Are you satisfied, Yukumo? Quite. I'm happy to hear that, but I'll be keeping a much closer eye on you from now on. Oh, hey, Messy, how are you doing? You've come at the end of the story, but the beginning of the polls. How are you doing? Fiddlesticks, but why? Because I understand these things too well. For example, I know the weight of a contract, and I am someone who is willing to put aside their pride for business. Yes, that's a great skill and very admirable one when used for good, but makes crossing the line too easy, and I can only do so much. Impeccable timing, eh? This was a silly story, but you're gonna get to watch the gotchas, so perfect. I know. I've gained a reputation for being rather shady, haven't I? I'll admit to that much. As for you keeping an eye on me, I'll choose to interpret that as your insatiable curiosity in me and revel in it. You tone down the smooth talking, others might find you more palatable, you know? Precisely what I've been saying, Sensei. She has no intentions in what they said. Or Sensei has no such intentions in what they said. You know, without their intervention and in this fiasco... excellent work, Sensei. I'm sincerely grateful. I've only managed it with your help, Takane. Thank you for seeing it that way. If I had known that this would be the end result regardless, I would have simply contacted Sensei from the start. Now that I think about it, why didn't you, President? That seems like an uncharacteristic oversight on your part. I don't think we've ever, like, really talked with Yakumo before this, though. Ah, well, I did consider it, but... I didn't want to get in trouble. Because you knew what you were doing was wrong, yeah. President? Yakumo? You gonna shoot her? Get her! Get her! Well, that sorts itself out. The weather is nice today as always. It's beautiful. Beautiful day. Yakumo's screaming in the background. Wow. Awesome. What a great story. I love that. Oh, that was so fun. Oh. Yanaguchi want to say hi? Well, yeah. Grow the watch streak. Yes. Have a good stream. Stream soon enough. I might raid you. Maybe. Maybe I will. Have a good stream, though. It's good to see you. Man, that was awesome. I just loved that. That was really fun. That was one of the better ones they've had in a while. Man, that was so funny. Perfect introduction to these two. Oh, I loved it. Well, hey, if you liked this, I'm going to try to post more of these events here on YouTube. But hey, if you want to watch them live, hop in on the YouTube streams or go to Twitch. Most of the people here on Twitch get a lot of fun extra stuff. But hey, you could be the YouTube person if you want to join. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.